Hey everyone, today we're joined by a star of professional wrestling. She's been involved in the industry for over 2.5 decades, known for her time in various indie and American, or excuse me, Canadian and American indie promotions, including CZW, IWA Mid-South, Shimmer, GCW, and so much more. She's even known for her work internationally. LuFisto, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Honestly, I love I love the channel. I love the fact that I get to do this, and I interview a lot of people who are, who broke in the last like 5 to 10 years, and that's great. But I really get an enjoyment when I get to talk to someone who's been around for, quite a while because they've seen so many changes. I wasn't going to say that. I wasn't going to say that. But it is true. Like, as far as wrestling goes, like, you've seen so much, and I love that, the chance to pick your brain and get that kind of insight. It's great.
Wait, that's what I'm here for. So,
well, I appreciate it so much.
Coming.
Before we even get to do that, I do like to hit the plugs early on and at the end, just so people can check you out, show some support. Where can people find you?
Well, the best way is to go on LuFisto.com, my official website, and you got all the links there to get to my my Instagram, my Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it now. Wounded Out LuFisto on Instagram, LuFisto on Twitter. What else? That's like the two I'm on and my website pretty much. So yeah, I'm not really good with social media. I got a YouTube. Go on my YouTube page, official LuFisto. I think I changed it to that name, but just go on LuFisto.com. The link is right there. I try to post matches as much as I can and interviews and all kinds of stuff. So hopefully I'll get my Twitch or whatever I want to do together soon, because I want to do online classes.
Oh, that's very cool. So keep an eye out for that, everybody. I know a lot of people who are either breaking into wrestling, have just broken in, or hope to watch the channel. So, this is a place for them to soak up knowledge and get a teaser of what maybe they could do in the future,
Maybe.
So we will have links to all of her socials, her site and everything in the description of every video. So guys, make sure to show some support when talent and the stars of wrestling are nice enough to come onto the show and share their time. Make sure to show some support back.
Nothing I can add to that. It's great.
No argument there, right? Yes, please. Okay, so let's just start right from the beginning. Let's get to the questions. I always love to ask this question. I started watching like the shoot interview era, right? Where I saw Smart Mark video, high spots, K-Pape commentaries, RF, all that stuff. And the question that almost always started everything is, when did you first see pro wrestling? When did you become a fan of it?
I was watching it younger, like really just for fun, like this with my grandma when I was about, I think 6 or 7. But I really got hooked in 1994 with the Undertaker Yokozuna feud.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, I just fell for the Undertaker, what he represent, it was the wrestling, but it was everything that came with it, like the smoke, the music, the segments where you would see him building Yokozuna's casket, his friendship with Paul Bearer. Everything to me was like mesmerizing, and I just got hooked. So like I would buy everything from the Undertaker. I would we can get really a lot of besides the weekly wrestling shows, we didn't have much up in Canada. Pay-per-views were hard to get, so I would like order from Coliseum Home Videos, like the VHS, and I would do like tape trading with, I don't even know who, but I still have some of those actually. I would because through at the same time it was like Bull Nakano and Alondra Blaze, so I discovered Joshi wrestling, Japanese wrestling, and I really, really love that. So yeah, today I still have my Jacob VHS tapes.
That's cool.
Some Gaia, All Japan, like woman, like all kinds of stuff. So I would get that. Smoky Mountain Wrestling. Yeah, so that's pretty much when everything, like, I got hooked and never let go.
I have to say, you might be my favorite guest because you're the first person to outright say The Undertaker. And just my information, I'm 32 years old. The Undertaker was my everything as a kid. Like, he was my absolute favorite. And it's that exact period because I started watching when I was really young, but once I started retaining stuff, it was a few years later. But I had the '94 Royal Rumble, I had those on VHS tapes, and because we didn't always have cable growing up, and we couldn't afford it, so I rewatched them so many times, and seeing like Undertaker build those caskets, and I can vividly remember Yokozuna slamming his head into the stairs, and Undertaker lifting his hair back, and like those are the things that molded me as a fan. So to hear that same effect on you, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think exactly the same. And I would actually go to video stores, we don't have that anymore, and just rent like tapes